Thanks, Chesney. Now let's have a checkup with one of our local physicians. Caitlin?
Good afternoon, Dr. Crane.
Good afternoon.
So what college did you attend to?
I went to UNK, and then after that I went to University of Nebraska Medical Center for my medical training and residency.
What do you do as a doctor?
I'm a family physician, so that means I see a wide variety of kids all the way to adults.
Okay. What is medical school like?
Medical school is intense, so it is a lot of studying. So I would study after class. We usually have class from 8 to noon, and then I would usually study until about 8 p.m. every night. So I would study for 8 hours a day after class, and sometimes we'd have afternoon class, and then we'd study longer. And then of course on the weekends it was more the same. I'd usually start at 7 o'clock in the morning and go till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and then I'd go home.
Okay. And how many years did you go to college?
So I went to 4 years of undergraduate college at UNK, and then I didn't get into medical school the first time, so I reapplied. I actually ended up doing an additional year and a half over at UNK to do what's called the K-HUB program, and then after that 4 years of medical school and 3 years of residency.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, I don't think so. I think it's just important to, I decided, or I knew that I wanted to be a physician since I was a kid, since I was you guys' age. And so I would just like to emphasize that whatever you decide or want to do, just to go for that and set goals that you can attain along the way, and to go for the things that you want to do in life.
Thank you for your time and patience, and have a great day.
You too.
Great interview, Caitlin. Let's check out the history behind Memorial Day with Brooks.
Thanks, Tristan. Memorial Day is when we honor our nation's soldiers who have perished in wars. It was originally called Decoration Day. We lay flowers and flags on the soldiers' graves. Waterloo, New York, was officially named the birthplace of Memorial Day by President Lyndon Johnson on May 1966. It is difficult to find out the origins of this holiday, however. General John Logan, in his General Order Number 11, quotes, "The 30th of May, 1868, is designated for strewing of flowers, otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who have died in defense to their country during the late rebellion." On the first Decoration Day, General James Garfield made a speech at Arlington National Cemetery. 5,000 participants decorated the graves of 20,000 Union and Confederate soldiers buried there. The first state to officially recognize the holiday was New York in 1873. By 1890, all of the northern states recognized the holiday. The South refused to acknowledge the day, honoring their dead on separate days until World War I. It is celebrated every year on the last day of May. However, although the southern states celebrate this holiday on the last day in May, they have different days when they celebrate the Confederate soldiers who died. January 19th in Texas, April 22nd in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and Mississippi, May 10th in South Carolina, June 3rd, Jefferson Davis's birthday, and Tennessee and Louisiana.
Thanks, Brooks. Our next story takes us around the world with Ethan.
Thanks, Cooper. Here is what you might not know about the world. It is one of the many that can support life. The Earth is 4.543 billion years old. It has a mass of 5.972 times 10 carat 24 kilogram, with a radius of 3,959 miles. Now questions about the Earth. How many wonders are there? 6, 5, 7, 8, or 9. There are actually 7 wonders of the world. How many countries are there? 183, 174, 196, or 199. There is actually 196 countries. What is the largest pyramid in Egypt? Giza, Merkur, Dasher. It is Giza. Back to you, Tristan.
Thanks, Ethan. Now to know in a battle between Under Armour and Nike.
Thanks, Tristan. The difference between Under Armour and Nike are endless. For example, Harper Ones of Under Armour are priced a little higher than the Vapor Trouts of Nike. For running shoes, the regular Under Armours all are priced around $70 to $100. The difference for Nike, though, is their shoes are better quality, they say, so they cost around $80 to $100. Their shirts, though, are a whole nother story. Under Armour shirts have heat gear in all of their shirts, so they generally cost the same no matter what style. The Nike shirts don't have any heat gear in any of their shirts, so they usually aren't too expensive. Back to you, Cooper. Thanks, Nolan. Now to Molly, with a look into a cute little creature. Molly?
Thanks, Cooper. Can you picture a kangaroo, rabbit, and mouse hybrid? I don't know about you, but it sounds a bit strange. Introducing the spring hare or spring haas. It's not actually a hybrid, but it looks like one. Where do they live and how big are they? Or might be some questions you're asking yourself. A spring hare is usually 6 to 8 pounds, 17 inches long, and lives in 8 African countries. They can live up to 8 years in captivity and are on the endangered species list. Although little is known about the spring hare, they connect tunnels with fellow spring hares. 30 to 40 can be found in one area. Although they usually go no more than 400 yards from their dens ever, they have been known to travel 6 to 12 miles one night for water, as if that is if they are in the middle of a severe drought. Spring hares live in burrows when they enter, they plug their entrance with sand and dirt. The animal is also awkward. When it sits, its legs extended in front of its body between them, and its face on the ground. A female has about 3 babies a year. Each baby is 1/3 of the full-grown weight at birth. It can stand immediately and even run the second day after birth. Back to you, Tristan.
Thanks, Molly. Over to Colby for an interview with a local hairdresser. Colby?
Okay. How long have you been cutting your hair for people?
I started school in 84 and I became a hairstylist in November of 85 when I got licensed. So how many years is that? 32.
Do you wish that you could have a different job?
No, I like it. I've tried different things and just keep coming back to this. Nope.
What's the craziest hairstyle that you have had to do?
Oh my gosh. Oh, back when we lived here in Minden from 84 to 94 and my husband was the wrestling coach, and the boys wore mullets back then. And so I had to shave their weight in the side of their head. And then when I got to the wrestling tournaments, I had to color it in with the magic marker. That was probably the craziest haircut I did.
Do you cut your own hair?
At times, yes. Yeah. Probably more than I get it professionally cut, yeah.
Do you like cutting girls' or boys' hair more?
I probably boys, just because I raised 2 boys and my husband, and that's what I'm comfortable with, yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, I just think this is a good profession because it's something I've been able to do with raising my kids. I can take off when I need to take off for their events, or when they were little, if they were sick or whatever. So, yeah, good profession.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Colby. Now to Jesse with a closer look into the sport of paintball.
Thanks, Cooper. The very first game ever played in June of 1981. The paintball gun have changed over the years. The closest paintball arena is in Kearney, Nebraska. Have you ever played paintball before? Because I have. I've played paintball before, and I like to play paintball. If you're not doing anything this summer, I suggest you go play paintball. Play with your family. Back to you, Tristan.
Now to our final story. Jason will give us a quick update on our very own CLJMS Purple White Day. Jason, who will win this year? Thanks, Tristan. Hey there, the people that likes to learn what we do in the Minden Public School System, you have came to the right place. We will be talking about Purple and White Day, and I will be going over what I know about it. Purple and White Day is on the last day of school. The people that set up the Purple and White Day are the student council members. It is a wonderful day to celebrate the Whippets. There are 2 teams, Purple and White, and they compete in 12 different activities. The first one to 7 wins. The cool thing about Purple and White Day, we have been doing it for 40 years. I bet you're wondering how the teams are picked. They choose 9 classes to be on one team and the other 9 to be on the other team. The student council member provides hot dogs and pops for lunch. Each student is allowed 1 pop and 1 hot dog. This is their lunch. They are adding activities that are new this year, highly anticipated. This whole school will attend this event on the last day of school, hosted on the football field. If you ask a student their favorite school day, they will probably say the answer, Purple and White Day. Back to you, Cooper and Tristan.
Thanks, Jason. And that's today's news. Thank you for tuning in to CLJ News.
Where your choice is the student's voice.